Welcome back, and let's get into how I created this hanging Christmas lights t-shirt design. Let's go. We are going to start by typing out the word Mary, and for this one, you can make this one whatever size you want, whatever font you want, but I'm going to go ahead and make it this font, and the name of this one will be in the description box below. And I'm choosing this one because it's like a really bold impact font, and then I'm going to weld everything together so that I can stretch it out. So I can stretch it to the side, but I can also stretch it downwards. So always weld it together if you want to be able to move the layer or the text like this, because it basically turns into an image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to type out the word Christmas, and this is going to go in the center of it. So I want to make this a different font. You can, again, make this whatever font you want. You can keep it the same font, but I like to intermix fonts. So if I have a really bold font, I want to then change the other one to more of a cursive one. And I'm welding this together again. So as you can see, I can stretch the text. So this is why I weld it. And then once I get it to the size I want, I'm going to offset it. And I'm choosing a very small offset. You can, again, make the offset whatever size you want, but I'm going to make it very, very minimal. So I'm going to select those two, the offset and the original Mary text, and I'm going to slice them and remove the unwanted parts so that it sits in the middle like this. And again, very, very easy, very simple to do, very beginner friendly. Now what I'm going to do is go into create images, and I'm going to choose lights or light bulbs that are for Christmas. Not regular light bulbs, Christmas light bulbs. And always remember that you have these templates. Always use a template design when you're doing something like this. Again, you don't have to use a template for everything, but whenever I'm creating design where something's going around the neckline of something, anything like that, I always like to use the template because it kind of helps me kind of position everything how it would look on an actual shirt. And as you can see, I'm going ahead and playing around with the Christmas lights, or especially since it's going to sit around the neckline, I'm going to play around with that, see how I can create it, how I need to move it around so that it lays like I want it to. And as you can see, I'm moving the Merry Christmas higher because this one is, again, why I like to use the template, because it's going to help you kind of position and get an idea of how this is going to look on an actual shirt before you press it and what you need to do. Because once it's cut, it's cut. You don't want to waste vinyl. You don't want to waste your time, things like that. So just try to do it on the template if you can. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shape and I'm going to find on the layers panel, as you can see on the right hand side, I'm finding the layer where this light bulb is because I want to take that orange off. Once I found it, I'm going to select that specific image and the circle, and I'm going to slice it together. So I have to go into the actual image, then the sub layer, in order to go ahead and slice it. And I'm going to delete all the other ones. Instead of doing the work twice, I'm just going to duplicate this one, and then I'm going to move it to the other side and flip it. So you do not have to go then to the other one and do the exact same thing. You just delete it and then duplicate the other image where you did make that change. And I'm just changing the color of the Merry and the Christmas. And again, make it whatever color you want. But always remember, keep in mind what t-shirt color or whatever the color of the medium you're putting this design on is when you're selecting colors. So now once I have everything positioned where I want it, I'm just really taking my time to kind of see, because as you can see right there, light bulbs are supposed to go there. So play around with this before pressing it and before going in with it, so that you know, kind of say, keep in mind, hey, I have to put a light bulb here. I have to make space for it. And I'm putting the Merry on top just to make sure that the strings, these black hanging strings for the lights, are positioned where they need to be, especially where I want to have the Merry Christmas sitting. So this is quickly me putting all the light bulbs on, and then I'm going to go ahead and press them and peel them off, of course. Then once you're done with this process, you should have something that looks like this. So I did it on both sides, and I'm kind of putting the Merry exactly where I want it, at about 3 to 4 finger lengths from the neckline. And then I'm just going ahead and peeling it. And both of these that I'm using right here for the Merry and the Christmas were Caesar metal and then Caesar glitter. Then as for the sleeve, I took one, and honestly, I would have liked to make this a little bit longer and do it like one more set of this to go up the arm, but I just did not feel like recutting it. So I'm kind of positioning where it is. And again, doing the same thing as I did with the other light bulbs. I'm just putting them where they go, keeping in mind again that when you're pressing that black, that you have to keep in mind that there's light bulbs. And for the little gingerbread man, I am putting it to where it looks like he's holding the string lights up. And then again, this was a multi-layer cut file that I had, so I just easily put him on the sleeve, and this was the final result, guys. All in all, I love the way it turned out. Tell me what you think in the comments.